Back out here for another project. This time we're in Tigard. In the last video we were in Westland. So we're gonna present you with a new project on the retaining walls. And look at this. Look at the challenge on this project. We got the utility lines marked. So our retaining wall is gonna be wrapped around here, about 4 feet. And then this wall is gonna go straight. And then we're gonna wrap this 90-degree corners. So as we can see, calling or digging locates is really important because we have gas right here. We got this utility telephone lines, and it's always really important when you're going to do a project like this to locate all these lines, so that way we avoid hitting any of these lines. So when I call the gas guy, he says about 20 inches deep, but I'm still going to excavate by hand before I bring any heavy machine, because this is important to know my lines, or try to locate these lines to see how deep they are before we begin excavating. So we're gonna have two multiple retaining walls, one here about 2 feet, and then the back one about 2.5, and all this is gonna run straight. And so we're gonna get filled. The walls right here are soil, and they're gonna add for planting and all that stuff. That's gonna get filled in the back as well. And yeah, the walls are gonna be like this, going straight. Really fun project. We're gonna fold these walls at 90 degrees, or some fence, and yep, it's definitely gonna be a challenge, but we're excited about starting this project. And well, tomorrow it's gonna be Thanksgiving, so I want to just let everybody know, have a happy Thanksgiving, and watching all these videos, and we'll see you on the next segment. Thanksgiving Day. Decided to work here for a couple hours because the weather is really nice. And that was, I was explaining in the last segment, what we're gonna do in this project is excavate by hand. And the reason why we decided to excavate by hand, because there's some situations where you just can't bring a machine in, because there was a lot of utility lines marked in this general area. So you had gas, you had cable, and all the lines, so we didn't really know how deep they were. We decided not to take that risk and just excavate by hand. The soil wasn't too rough. It's a mix of call it sandy loam, clay mix, so it was a softer soil. So we decided to excavate by hand because you see we have the gas, and we just don't know how deep they are, and we want to avoid any hitting those lines. If we're bringing a machine here, sometimes you risk damaging the line. So we're gonna do this. You guys can see our footers. We have approximately close to about 8 inches. We're gonna add gravel base. In this one, we definitely gonna add a filter fabric underneath, just because the ground's a little bit softer, and add filter fabric. Do our process. Everything's a process, and you know, we have a process on there that we use. That's why we try to do the best possible projects all the time, and the same type of process that that we use in the previous videos, if you guys can see, we adapted to every job. Every job has the same process that we use, and that way we maintain our quality of projects. And that's why we can warranty these projects for X amount of years. And here in the situation, since we have a drain line, and this drain line is going to run to here, so we're going to connect our drainage systems behind the wall, tie it in with this one, and it's going to run outside. So you guys can see we dig here. We like to have a lot of space of footers, also so we can add our block, and we're going to go back 1 inch. So it's really important, so that way we have gravel base and we have the drainage under. So we do that. It's all a system, and we decided to come in on Thanksgiving, enjoy the weather, work for a couple hours, and enjoy some turkey later on. Base footer time. So right now what we're doing is fixing our base footer. Typically what we do, this is the fun part. We use 2 levels, a smaller one. And then we use this longer one. And the longer one, so we're a little higher. And we're just gonna scrape. Scrape. And we're gonna compact it. And it's gonna bring it down. So we go like this. Then, with our little level, now we're gonna go this direction. A little bit of this, let you move around. Here we do it. And typically, I use every excessive stuff. I use a metal trowel. And what I do is I just clean it up inside. Concrete metal trowel. So for those that do concrete, and you know what this one is, we can also use it for a lot of other things as well. Even for compacting. So I make this pile. Grab the shovel, but I don't want to be digging under. What I want to do is grab the extra. And you just work it by step like that. I'm going to work this again. And checking it out. In this corner. So our retaining wall block is going to be about 6 inches from the sidewalk. Yep, and that's what we do. Before we compact, I want to make sure that's what we do. See you on the next section.